DKOldies.
Hello and welcome to the DKOldies podcast. This is episode 10 weeks in a row.
10.
And we have a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about video games. We're going to be talking about Metroid today. We're going to be talking about, we're going to finish our 12 best NES games of all time list. And I think we have a great show. We're going to be doing some great things. At DKOldies.com, we sell old video games, of course, online. And we have a lot of employees here. We have like 8 different guys all around the office. And they're always doing stuff. And I don't know if everyone has bosses out there and what those bosses do to motivate employees. But here at DKOldies.com, I have a certain tool for motivation. And this is a Nerf shotgun. And it's got our Zoe Deschanel on top. And we're going to show you a little clip on how we do things here at DKOldies. This is Rich's gun that he likes to use. He's branded it with his gal. What are you doing?
Working hard.
All right, good.
Hardly
good.
working.
Ash, how you doing?
Pretty good.
You working hard over there? Working fast?
Trying.
Keep you on your toes?
Yes.
Anthony, what are you doing over here? Are you surfing the internet? Jay. Oh!
They're the same team.
Oh, right in the eyeball!
It's like wicked.
Scott, what are you doing, buddy? Oh, look at all the games.
I'm sorry, what did you
Anthony.
say your name was?
Anthony. Jay. Jay.
Yeah, what do you need?
Jay, turn around. Oh, I'm out of bullets. Oh! Anthony, what are you doing?
I'm loaded.
Are you working over there?
I am working.
All right, and that was our clip of
Pretty decent, huh?
the staff at DKOldies and how we do things. That was great. All right, Metroid.
Metroid.
Yeah. Metroid is our featured game for DKOldies podcast number 10. And where's our regular cartridge of Metroid?
It's in the system. It's running.
So this is the rare label, for those of you who don't know.
This is ridiculous.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Who cares?
I do. I mean, this is the yellow one, but everybody knows
Okay, well,
the game. Here we go,
got
Jay.
Tons
Thank
of
you.
copies of every game here at
You see my
DKOldies, so-
disgust. Okay. So here is the game everybody knows as Metroid. We have our rare label, yellow Metroid, but nobody cares about that.
Well, I think the yellow label's cooler.
I know you do. All right.
It is.
Metroid. Anthony, go. What do you got?
Metroid.
Anthony's been studying Metroid all night. He's been playing it. He has tons of awesome facts and interesting tidbits for everyone at home. And I'm excited to see what you have for everyone.
All right, Metroid. Came out 86 for the Famicom. Next year, NES grabbed it. And this game is great. See, I'm supposed to look up these games and do research.
Do you have any tips or
Give
anything
me a
for
second.
Metroid?
And this game actually ended up being so awesome that I just ended up playing it all night instead of doing some research.
I knew you'd have no tips, so I wrote up some awesome facts for you to read, and you can read them, and then we'll talk about them.
Okay. Should I read?
Yeah, read number 1, and we'll talk about that.
Originally, Samus was supposed to crawl through... See, I know this.
Well, just read it.
He was supposed to
Just
crawl...
read it from the beginning. Start
Okay.
over.
Originally, Samus was supposed to crawl through tunnels, but the developers had a hard time making the animations, so they just went with the morph ball.
That's an interesting fact.
It is, and I
Anthony.
had that fact.
The morph ball, the iconic morph ball, was actually
Right.
here because people were inept,
Lazy.
and they couldn't do it.
Well, they
so they're
weren't
like, "Oh,
lazy,
just
it was-
make a ball."
The character itself is pretty intricate, so they couldn't find the right way to make him crawl. And sorry, Samus, sounds like a guy's name. But when I first started playing it, I was like, this game's so stupid, like no duck or crawl. Then I figured out you got to go back in the beginning, get the crawl ball.
All right, number 2. Let's go.
Okay.
That's an interesting fact.
It is.
I thought that was a really good one.
It
All right,
is.
number 2.
I like this one too, and I had this one too. The name Metroid comes from the combination of Metro and Android. This was in reference to how Samus would take elevators to different areas of the map.
Wow, like a metro station.
Right.
Wow, that's fascinating.
And that's how they actually, like, they got the influence from, like, metro stations. That's how if you look at the map.
Metro stations have gotten inspiration from Metroid?
No.
Oh.
The developers of
That
Metroid.
would have been neat.
No. So.
They did it because it's an Android and it's a metro stationy like thing.
Yeah, so it's
That's
mapped
fascinating.
out. Yeah, it's very cool.
That is.
So we're gonna.
These are interesting facts for everyone. Did everyone know these things? All right, what's number 3?
Number 3. Metroid was originally made to be a puzzle game to rival the popular Tetris series, Untouchable.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that. That's weird.
That's interesting.
They eventually made it the way it is today because they came to their senses and realized that Tetris sucked.
That's an interesting fact, Anthony. I didn't know that.
You made that up. You are horrible.
That is really interesting.
It's absolutely not true. Tetris.
That's
is,
interesting that they would have made that a puzzle game. They were going to, and then all of a sudden they realized Tetris sucked, and they were like, "We're not going to do that."
It must be true because it's on the paper.
Worst. Wow. Okay. Since you listed off all the facts that I
tell
had
us,
and one false fact.
that was all. That was all for that. All for the punchline at the end. I was just waiting for it. So you played Metroid last night.
I did.
Now Metroid is one of the greatest games of all time. I'm sure it's on our list.
Yeah,
No,
no, it was.
No, it is. All right, yeah. Now, when you played it last night, what did you find? Like, what came out at you to be like, this game is just a visionary?
It's got some like Contra aspects. It's got some Mega Man aspects, and I like those games because you have to play them over and over and over in order to. And you start at the beginning too when you die. At least as far as I made it, I kept starting at the beginning. So I like the fact that I had to start from the beginning and go back and.
So what I found interesting.
What?
What I found interesting
Tetris
about
joke?
Metroid. No, what I found interesting about Metroid is the exploration.
Yeah.
You
Very
find
cool.
the exploring through like the different levels and you just kept going down and you had to go up the elevators and find new stuff to get you to other areas. It was it really haven't been done before that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was I think over time, I believe everyone's copied off Metroid to make themselves a better game.
And what made it even more awesome was around that time, there was all these like cookie cutter, like bubbly games, like all the characters were like childish characters. And when this came out, it was dark in 86. It was a very dark, grim game. So that was cool.
Think about it. They took Super Mario Brothers. I mean, Super Mario Brothers, you just keep going right, and you're going to make it there no matter what. Metroid changed it up. You can now go left. There's a whole nother world over there.
It's awesome.
And then you're gonna find certain areas that you can't get to. And it's like, how do you get to this?
It does get confusing.
You can't just jump over stuff. You gotta get the morph ball. You gotta get the heat boots.
I don't know about, you're probably thinking of Zelda. Is there heat boots in Metroid?
Anthony,
have you even played Metroid?
there's heat boots. All right, you gotta get through the fire. The jump boots. You know?
Oh, okay.
Hidden stuff in games is like, it's always the best.
Wow, now I feel dumb that I said I played it all night. I guess
You
I
never
didn't
got
make
the
it
heat
too far.
boots.
No. Oh, well.
You practically lost the game.
You never knew that Tetris sucked, and that's why they didn't make a puzzle
doesn't.
game. There's a lot of things you don't know, and you know that's why we do this podcast, so people can learn and be educated.
Tetris is awesome. Everyone out there, Tetris is awesome.
All right, we're going to move on to our next segment, and this is a continuation of last week. Last week we were talking about the best 12 NES games of all time, and we all had our lists, and we Rich had his list, and Anthony had his, and I had mine. Rich was thrown out, but that's okay. And we made our top 12 games of all time, and we made our thing here. Rich, can you hold this up? I'm not going to hold it.
That's why I'm here.
Okay, good. So we got our top 12 NES games of all time. We got Tecmo Super Bowl versus Mega Man, Tetris versus Castlevania, Duck Hunt versus our featured game here, Metroid, Double Dragon 2 versus Contra, The Legend of Zelda versus Super Mario 3, and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out versus Super Mario Bros. 1. Now, we never really got a lot of comments on our Facebook page about our podcast, right?
Yeah.
But we put this thing out and we say what the top 12 games of all time are,
Flooding in.
and people freaked out, right? Here's Andy Johnson. First, Duck Hunt. Yes, it came with the NES, but really not that fun after a while. This list doesn't need a gun game. I don't understand Mega Man 1 at all. Mega Man 2 is far superior game. Synergy, music, the boss battles. Double Dragon was a classic franchise, but the game wasn't as fun as River City Ransom, Ninja Gaiden, Battletoads, or TMNT 2. Although popular, we don't need the here he comes with obligatory puzzle game on the list with Tetris.
Whoa.
It was also a ported game, which makes it a bit dirty to put on that list. I'd rather include a token RPG in Final Fantasy or another sports game like RC Pro-Am or Ice Hockey. Kid Icarus is also a tough one to leave off. You bastards? He didn't say you, he didn't say you bastards, but he should have. He was mad. And then here's a Jason Wellico. Duck Hunt? Really? No Blaster Master? At least put Battletoads up there. I mean, yeah, he said something about Ninja Gaiden too.
How does that make
There's
you
a
feel?
lot of comments like this. People just started freaking out about the games. They should have put like where do we got? Mega Man 1. Everybody was like, oh, Mega Man 2 is a better game. But there would be no Mega Man 2 if there wasn't Mega Man 1. They had to come out and make the game and then get it out there, right? I mean, that makes perfect sense, right? I mean, even though I have Double Dragon 2, but I don't have Double Dragon 1 on there.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Why is that?
Because Double Dragon 2 is my favorite game.
Yeah.
So
and
I
I
put
feel
that
like
on
this
there.
was these were personal lists.
No. These are the best games of all time.
I was going a little personal.
Double Dragon 2, I like Double Dragon 1, but Double Dragon 1 you can't play two-player at the same time. It's Double Dragon. That's the whole point of it. Two dragons at the same time saving the girlfriend. So Double Dragon 2 is much better than Double Dragon 1.
Nice.
So then we got Contra, Super Mario Brothers. What did he want? Blaster Master? Come on. That's ridiculous. Blaster Master is a cheap Mega Man. Battletoads is a ripoff of Double Dragon. Tetris should never be on there because that game sucks.
We talked about Battletoads.
We did. We were going to put Battletoads
that was
on there.
Anthony's list.
That was never going on there.
Dude,
It was never going to make it.
Battletoads is all right.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think that could have contended, but that's not going to make
And
it.
we did talk about that too. Not on the podcast, but we
River City Ransom, it's a really good
That's
game.
a good one,
but better than Double Dragon 2? I don't think so. You had the knee move on Double Dragon 2 was so amazing.
Yeah.
River City Ransom was sort of like Double Dragon, plus you could upgrade your character. You could buy stuff.
The RPG elements, I thought that was pretty cool too. But you know what I didn't get past? They looked so weird. They had that weird...
It was like the dodgeball.
I liked it in Dodgeball. I thought it really worked in Dodgeball, and then they just stole all the Dodgeball guys and put them in River City Ransom, and I'm like, these guys should be playing Dodgeball. So,
should be playing dodgeball.
So yeah, I just wanted to say to all the fans out there, we like it when you're angry, and we like it when you're very passionate about your NES game list. But unfortunately, these are the top 12 games of all time, and yours just didn't make the cut. They're just not good enough. Those games.
Show us your hate.
Well, I mean, there's no reason to hate. Because everybody hated Duck Hunt.
Yeah, I was
like
going to bring it up.
The first thing on, he's like, first Duck Hunt. Like, Duck Hunt. Why is Duck Hunt on here?
Because Duck Hunt's awesome. That was me.
I could defend Duck Hunt for you because I did want to put it on. Duck Hunt. It's like every old lady who comes and wants to buy a video game system they remember Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
That's what they remember. They don't remember River City Ransom. They don't remember, Mega Man. What do they remember? They remember their little kids shooting a gun at the TV, and they thought it was amazing.
It did come with a console, but...
So the reason it's there, it's not there because every 35-year-old guy, it's not their favorite list. It's the all-time. 80-year-old ladies, they get their game too.
They get down with Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
Duck Hunt's awesome.
So there you go. You're going to have to deal with it.
So where are we going with this this list?
Let's go. So we're going to go Duck Hunt versus Metroid. Where's my pen? Duck Hunt versus Metroid, and the winner of that is going to go up against Zelda.
Okay, well, we know.
Yeah, Duck Hunt sucks, so that's off. Duck Hunt is off,
Sucks,
and Metroid is there. So everybody was like, "Oh, Duck Hunt." Well, we took care of it. It's gone.
Metroid versus Zelda.
No, we're not going to do those yet. We're gonna do
each round.
Yeah, Tecmo Super Bowl versus Mega Man 1. Oh, that's
This is
tough.
harsh. That is hard.
That's tough. Tecmo Super Bowl is one of my favorite games of all time. I love if you have another person to play with, then you Tecmo Super Bowl. Head-to-head competition, who's the best? You got running backs, you got throwing deep bombs, interceptions.
But then with Mega Man, you can play with 2 people and still have as much fun, even though it's a one-player game. Hand the controller off. So,
I don't think you can.
I do.
But I mean, it's not about co-op. It's not about who's.
Yeah,
I mean, Mega Man is a huge game. Tons of bosses, tons of originality. It made a million sequels.
It's also hard to compare a sports game to an awesome side scroller. It's so different.
I can do it. I can do it.
All right. Well, what would you pick? What would you pick, and then I'll tell you what I pick.
I would pick Tecmo Super Bowl. If we're going strictly NES, if you go an all-time game, Tecmo Super Bowl died against Madden, so it didn't live on. But Mega Man did live on as a great series. But we're not comparing the greatest series of all time. We're comparing the greatest game. And in the NES, I would have to say Tecmo Super Bowl is a better game.
I think I'm going to agree with Drew on this one.
That's a surprise.
That's
a surprise, right?
Because, all right, Mega Man 1 and 2, the covers, he had a gun, okay? No mask. Or no, he had no, what was it? He had no armor or something?
Sometimes he looked like a real guy. Like in Mega Man 1, he looked like a real, like a Ewok with no hair.
Yeah, so that
and then he went to a cartoony character.
That's what plummets it for
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so cross Mega Man out. Are we crossing out?
Yeah, sure, we'll cross it out. All right, Tetris, greatest puzzle game ever. Right? Versus Castlevania.
There's no argument with me. It's Tetris.
A lot of people complain that Castlevania was also on the list instead of Castlevania 3. Clearly a better game because it's, down the road they're making the better games. But again, like Mega Man, Castlevania, Castlevania 2, Castlevania 3, they're true sequels. Mega Man 2, 3, they're true. So they need to get better every time. They need to get better. But again, without Mega Man and without Castlevania 1s, you'd have no 2 and 3.
So I know you're going to go with Castlevania. And let me tell you this. If you... Ghost?
A door just opened.
Yeah, that was weird. If you sat there like I have, hours and hours upon hours...
Doesn't matter.
You would, I guarantee, you would be like, I'm just trying to convince you.
Oh, so this game is so good you have to play it for 100 hours.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's so good that you want to play it for 100 hours.
I've played Tetris.
Yeah, everyone's played
Tetris.
Tetris,
And blocks fly down, you move around.
Tetris.
It's so simple. I guess it's good in its simplicity.
It's a lifestyle.
But it's so simple, it kind of sucks.
It's so not simple after a while.
I put it in like Duck Hunt. Like 80-year-olds, they'll be like, I need Duck Hunt and I need Tetris. Those are the two games.
Watch this.
Sonny, do you have Tetris?
No.
My favorite game.
Whatever. That's because it's great. So watch Ecstasy of Order, this Tetris documentary.
I'm not going to watch that.
If you watched it...
I will not watch that. Listen. It's just going to be entertaining to move Tetris forward, so...
Yes.
I'm sorry. Castlevania is done.
Yes.
Tetris, the greatest puzzle game, continues on.
Yes.
And will go up against Super Mario Brothers 1.
That's a good comparison.
It is not a good competition. Super Mario Brothers 1. That's not going to do well there. Double Dragon 2. Oh, here we go. 2 co-op awesome games going up against each other. Move over.
I'm trying to.
Double Dragon 2 versus Contra. Now,
give us a little background, your history.
My history, me and Scott used to go to West Coast Video. And we used to stand in West Coast Video and eat their free popcorn all day because the game wouldn't be there to rent, right? And we'd ask the guy, we'd be like, well, where's Double Dragon 2? And he'd say, a lady rented it 3 days ago. It should be back soon. We're like, she's like, it's due back today. So we would sit there and we'd wait.
Out all day.
We'd wait.
It's awesome.
And it would finally, hopefully, come in. And then we'd get Double Dragon 2. We'd take it home, play it all night. Oh, my God. We just play that game nonstop. And we also played Contra, though.
He was more of a Contra guy than you, right?
He was, yeah.
Contra's awesome, man. I love it. I play it every day because I test controllers with it.
Spread gun.
Yeah.
I was thinking about you testing games. You should be testing like golf for the NES. You should be testing like the worst games because I'm afraid sometimes I'll go back there and you'll just be playing Contra. You'll be like, oh, I wanted to get to like level 2.
No, the reason I use Contra and Double Dragon 2 is because Double Dragon 2, quickly you hit the A and B button if he jumps.
Have you ever done the knee smash?
Yeah, that's
on
what
Double
A and B
Dragon
is,
2?
right?
That's what it... Well, you would have to jump and then time it, and then once you like crouch down, you would like spring up and do this crazy
Probably
knee
a
bash.
million times a day and didn't notice, but that's
Double
why I
Dragon
use that.
2 is my favorite game. It's also the first game I ever bought when I was older, before I started DKOldies. I went on eBay, I bought Double Dragon 2,
Right.
and that was when I was like, oh, I should start selling video games. Because there's other creepy old guys like me trying to relive their childhood. And so that's what I did. But I think I'm going to go not based on personal feelings like you did over here, Anthony. I'm just going to be objective and clearly pick the best game, and we all know it's Contra.
Okay.
All right?
I like that.
So we're not going to taint this thing any further with your
Metroid's
filth.
over.
We're going to be objective and real over here.
All right. where we
Okay.
at?
So far, our bracket is everything Drew wants it to be.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Looks good.
He did let Tetris go. I have a new appreciation for you for that. So
So how much time do we have left,
I
Jay?
think
Do we
we're
have time to
moving
do... We got to wrap it up?
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up. We're at like 21.
He's
be
so
continued.
indecisive. All right, well, put it back up here. Put it back up here. So the best NES games of all time. We're going to continue next week. We're going to break it down to our final 4, and then in the podcast after, we're going to go just head to head to find out who is the best game of all time. So here we got Legend of Zelda versus Metroid, Super Mario 3 versus Contra, Tyson versus Tecmo Super Bowl, Super Mario 1 versus Tetris. And I think these are pretty good competitions, except for over here, but pretty good ones that people will debate. We want to hear your thoughts.
I like it.
You know, let me know what you think, and on Facebook and YouTube, and we want to hear it. So, best NES games of all time. So our next segment, we're going to do some gameplay of Metroid. Anthony's been playing all night. He wants to show you a few more things that he found out. You can play in a bikini, I heard, and I'd like to see this. So let's...
Do it to it.
Are you going to be playing in a bikini?
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing
As
this
well?
game in a bikini.
Okay, good.
Where's my bikini? Did you
guys are good.
all NES sounds for the games were mostly based off of Tetris.
That is such a lie.
It's not. Are you serious? Look it up.
Did you read that on one of my fact cards?
Oh my god! Look, I'm typing in Tetris. See, this is how good this game is.
All right. You're so insane. Okay.
Who is
Justin Bieber.
Who is Justin Bale?
I didn't look into that.
All right, everybody. So you got to put in.
Bailey.
You put in Justin space Bailey, right?
Yeah. And then see, I couldn't do this last night because I didn't know how to do it. But at the bottom, you go blanks. 1, 2,
All
3, 4,
blanks
5,
at the
6.
bottom.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom.
And then this is what happens.
Bikini time.
Oh my god.
I saw one where she was actually in like
Shh,
bra.
shh, I want to watch it.
What?
Let's see what's
It's
happening.
kind of long.
Girl.
She has green hair.
I don't like that.
Look at that. Look at her go.
And you get all the guns too. Oh no.
She seems faster.
Yeah. Oh man, come on now. Hate those guys. See what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
it's got a Contra vibe, you know?
It does.
No. And you're losing life if you get down there. I'm not doing too great. I like that too. You get the crawl going, you press B, you got yourself a bomb. I don't know what those things are. God, I ain't getting point up. I need this.
What are the pickups?
So if you don't put the code in and you play the game and beat it within a certain time, then you'll also get girl, Samus.
I heard throughout the game she loses pieces of clothing, which was really weird.
No, I didn't read that. I didn't hear that. It's debatable.
So is this the final stage?
I don't know. I mean,
I'd like to. I don't even like seeing this unless you beat the game. I feel like putting in a code. Everybody likes the codes nowadays.
I'm not. Dude, I'm
But
not.
I feel like I'd like to see Samus in her armor. Do you know when the game was first made? I don't think they meant for Samus to be a girl. I think they made it, and then they were just like, we need a gimmick, and they're like, let's make Samus a girl.
There's probably a story behind that, Drew.
Well, that is an awesome gimmick.
It is.
I guess for the time, it's pretty
Is she
interesting.
like the only female main game character?
Maybe like a lead character, it might be. I mean, on the NES.
Yeah.
Athena.
Right. I just totally agree with that.
Princess Peach. No, I guess she didn't.
Well, you can play her on Mario 2, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
She's not the main.
Yeah, she's not like the only playable character.
All right, I want you to start over.
Want me to start from the beginning?
Yeah,
So I can show you how to...
yeah. I want to see.
So I played for a little bit last night, and I was getting heated. I was like, "Where's the down?" There's no
Yeah,
down.
see, I like this. I like.
Yeah, epic intro.
Look at that.
And your gun only goes like...
Yeah, I like
Two
starting
inches.
from the.
So then I found, I was like, oh, go left. And here we are.
You gotta get the ball right from the beginning.
I love that.
Boom.
That's the best theme song for getting an awesome item in a game.
Except for Zelda.
Well, and if you get a Tetris in Tetris.
Well, all the sounds from Zelda came from Tetris.
I know. I'm the one that told you that. Oh my god. You're messing me up. I like this thing too. I like the doors. Different.
Yeah, so then you had to get the bombs, right? And then blow up that stuff?
Yeah, I don't know how... I'm telling you, this game is time consuming. Like, you really gotta be prepared to...
And you could never...
Start over.
You couldn't save it, right?
Well, they give you passwords.
They give you
That's what it
codes?
was.
Okay.
Which I feel like most people hated. I read a lot of reviews and they're like, why are these passwords so long? And I have to agree. Oh, this guy follows you.
Listen, if you want to not beat it in one run through, then you're gonna have to put some passwords
I
to
like that.
make you work for it.
Can you tell that I've played this?
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Usually
You weren't looking up facts last night. You were just playing.
I told
the
you.
thing, so that's all right.
And I actually bought it too. I'm going to. This guy. A few more hits. See, like this is. You gotta go.
So you're on the alien planet in this, right?
I'm not sure the storyline.
No, I played a lot of Super Metroid, and in Super Metroid, you're there to investigate something, and then you get down to the bottom, and Metroid blows up, and you got to run off the planet. And then you got to
Normally, I'd be taking the time to kill these guys and get life, but
Oh, that's
I want people to see the game. Wrap it up.
Yeah, let's.
Okay. Should I get a suicide? Should I just die?
Yeah, don't die. Just get to the next thing.
hard.
Go.
I'm telling you, that's what it is. It's not really like.
I'm like a coward.
What? Oh my god.
Time run.
Go after it.
Speed run?
Speed run.
There you
Check it
go.
out, check it out.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at those flips. Ah. I'm gonna see if I can.
I think it would be a cool Metroid movie.
Nowadays, no.
Yeah,
Maybe if it was
no.
made in the 80s or the 90s, but nowadays there would be no actors. Drew, it would just be CGI. There it was, Metroid. Did pretty good, I think.
Yeah, you did great. DKOldies.com. We got our Sell Your Games program. It's DKOldies.com/sell your games. We list all the games we're buying and all the prices. And this week, we got in tons of stuff this week, right, Rich?
A lot.
Rich pays and goes through all our stuff in there. And we got tons of stuff, but I figured we can't show you everything, so I just wanted to show you some of the GameCubes games we got. We got in a ton of them, I saw. And I grabbed just a stack of GameCube games, and it was like the greatest GameCube games ever made, all right here. When I'm going to just show you one at a time here. We got, boom, Resident Evil 4.
Love it.
Awesome, right? Star Fox Adventures.
Nothing.
You don't love that.
I don't. No. Not a big Star Fox guy.
Super Mario Strikers.
This game's cool. I've seen Rich play it.
Soccer. All your Mario guys. I mean, Mario could take any sport and use like the stupidest game and then just make it awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Soccer's pretty bad. And he can be a ref in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. He's pretty good.
Mario Party 7. We got in all the Mario parties. I just grabbed one. But tons of mini games. They're awesome. Paper Mario. I know, didn't we show Super Mario RPG a few podcasts ago? This is basically an extension of that RPG with little Paper Marios. Luigi's Mansion.
Spooky.
Let's put Luigi on the map.
Right.
He was always a sidekick. Luigi's like, I'm going to do my own thing.
Did this game do well?
Yeah, I think it did. I think that they made the newest one for the 3DS, and my kids play that. They love it. Luigi's hilarious.
Luigi's the worst.
He's so scared all the time. Mm-hmm. This game, Kirby's Air Ride, it used to be really cheap. Now it's skyrocketed in price. I think with the popularity of Awesome Kirby, right?
Yeah, Awesome Kirby.
So you gotta, best. If you haven't played this one, it's like a racing game, right? It's like a Mario Kart type game. I don't know.
Maybe in the air.
I don't know. It looks like more like a. It looks like more of an adventure game, but I don't know. We're gonna have to play this one.
Okay.
Check it out. Maybe next week. Zelda Twilight Princess.
Very cool.
And Wind Waker. Now, did you play either of these, Anthony?
I played Twilight Princess a little bit.
I loved Wind Waker. And you know, the problem that I had with Wind Waker was sailing everywhere.
Do you sail?
So yeah, you get in your boat and you sail and you're all excited. You're like, this is going to be awesome, so right? Cool. And then you're like, there's nothing out here. And it's just roaming water. And then there's an occasional like buoy tower every now and then. And you're like, oh, I thought we were going to like sail the 7 seas and there's going to be awesome stuff out here. And it's like just vast nothingness. So I don't want to trash Wind Waker or anything. It's an awesome game, but
the sailing is lame.
They have actually the sailing's still pretty cool.
It's cool,
but there's just nothing out there. Got those one. Pikmin 2. Pikmin. Do you ever play Pikmin?
No. What do you do in this game?
It's crazy. It's like you go down on this planet and you find all these little Pikmin guys, and they follow you, and then you have to use them to do certain.
That's awesome.
Do certain puzzles and get past certain areas, and then you have to gather more Pikmin people.
I like that.
And I think you can kill them too and use them for other things. So it's like you get your little Pikmin squad, and then you can just kind of use them.
Kind of reminds me of like the Lego
sick.
Games. Like the
it's kind of disgusting when you think about it. Poor little Pikmin guys.
Kill
Greatest game, Super Mario Sunshine. When I first played this game, I was totally blown away. It's all. You know what really made me crazy in this game? Like, I was playing it, and then all of a sudden you see a shadow of yourself, like, running around.
Really?
Yeah, he'll, like, come up and slap you in the face and then run away, and you're like, what the hell?
That's eerie.
And it was like a Shadow Mario was in the game. Like, random, like, you don't even know.
They show it in the beginning,
I
think.
Yeah.
Because when you're testing it, and, like, right before you get to actually play, Peach looks up and she's like,
I have tested this game many times.
That was awesome. It was awesome. Resident Evil 4, I showed you again. Whoa, we're wrapping up? Come on, Jay.
I'm rolling.
Mario Kart Double Dash.
Double.
Game is awesome.
Very awesome.
Metroid Prime. Taking the... What is going on over here?
It's not the same fork. My hands are tied.
It's not the same fork. That's what I was worried about. Metroid Prime, they took the side-scrolling Metroid and 3D environment. First-person shooter-esque. But you're still in the Metroid world. It was... Hello. My favorite game on the Super Nintendo is Super Metroid.
Since I played Metroid, I am super excited to play
I feel like this is the most perfect game ever made. And it's one of my favorite games. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, where there's a little Metroid theme. And Metroid Prime again. Blah, blah, blah.
What is this?
Animal Crossing. Everybody knows this game. When this game came out, I was like, what is going on here? It's like real time. It's like my friends are at work, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, oh, no, I got to get home because my little animal people are throwing me a party or something. I'm like, oh, all right. Weird.
Awesome.
That is a really cool. We play that at home with my daughter.
I was walking by the shelf, and we got this game in. This is my favorite Genesis game. I have 3 favorite Genesis games of all time, and this one just came in. This was one of them. Star Control. You'd have your ships.
This
I
is
don't know
so
if you
you.
can see this. You can like upgrade and like you can make them faster, make them more powerful, and then you go head to head and fight your one ship against someone else's ship.
It's like
That's
racing.
very you.
It was awesome. My favorite game of all time long ago. I think I say that a lot. I have a lot of favorite games of all time, but Archon for the NES was like chess, and then you play chess, and then and then you go into like a Mortal Kombat 1v1, and this is kind of like that. But I love this game. Star Control, I just wanted to show it off.
What's your other 2 favorite Genesis games? Real quick.
Buck Rogers. It's like an RPG
Okay.
where you fly a spaceship and then you go and you gotta like get attacked by ships and stuff like that. It was a really cool game. And Masters of Monsters was also my other favorite Genesis game.
Do you know mine?
No, I don't. And that is the DK Oldies podcast number 10. Check us out on Facebook, on Twitter. Check out our blog. And if you want to buy some old video games, check out DKOldies.com. You want to sell some games, DKOldies.com/sell your games. And we'll see you next week.
See ya. That is some good banana bread.
Isn't that good?
DKOldies.